The other day you were telling me about an affair you had in Washington years ago with a married man.
Daddy...
That was Cash, wasn't it?
But that's over. It's part of the past.
Didn't look that way last night.
Last time, on the Colbys.
I want you off the project, Senator.
Why, because I'm a Cassidy? Or because I made a pass at your daughter last night?
Do you have any idea what it's like living with this awful empty feeling inside? Knowing that there is no way that you can give your husband the children that he wants?
Will you at least tell me what's wrong with you?
Tell me, what happened?
I was raped. I had an abortion. Let's just say that was done very badly. It was like being raped again.
It's not knowing him. His baby, my baby, if I only knew.
It may not be yours, all right? It may be his. What happens to us then if it is?
Jeff hits Miles over a toy for the baby. Fallon looks positively haunted, and Frankie won't even discuss the baby. Something's going on they're not telling me about. Well, I shall just have to find out for myself then, won't I? Paternity uncertain. Well, that must have been exactly 5 months ago. Why, Miles, it appears you're going to be a father after all.
In other words, we still don't have a definite start date in that pipeline from Denver, Carrington.
I mean, Denver, Colby. And we won't until the dust settles from Alexis's fight with Blake, but at least she's agreed in principle to go forward.
CLB, concentrate on your target and don't think of anything else.
Okay, Uncle Miles. I hit it! I hit it! I love you, Uncle Miles. I love you.
Yeah, I love you too.
I'm gonna have a baby brother. Will you love him too?
Sure I will. Just like my own son.
I've got to get dressed.
Yeah.
Grandpa, guess what?
What?
Uncle Miles taught me how to be a Miles champion.
Did he? Well, you must have worked up quite an appetite, champ. You better run get your breakfast.
See ya.
Good boy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I sure would have liked.
Have a son of your own?
Pipe dream, Pop.
Why? Because Channing can't have any children? That doesn't have to be a tragedy.
No? How come you've changed your tune? You've always been big on kids and family.
Yeah, that's the truth. All this. None of it would mean much of anything to me without you and Jeff, and your sisters. That's part of what your children do. They validate your life. You ought to have that.
Sorry. Let you down again.
You haven't let me down. It's the child that matters, not the birth. The love you give it, the love you get back. That's the real creation.
You think Channing and I should adopt?
Why not? A lot of kids out there who need love, who can give it. Lord knows you could give one of them everything.
And it wouldn't matter to you that it didn't have Colby blood?
It's what's in the head and the heart that matter, not the blood.
I'm glad you feel that way. Look, I've got to change. I've got a plane waiting.
Silicon Valley, huh?
Yeah, meeting at Onishi Electronics. Problem with the takeover bid. I'll be back tonight. Thanks, Dad.
You win again?
Who?
Your father, at tennis. Is that what's bothering you?
No, it's Miles. I just heard him tell LB that he's going to love the baby like his own son. It's cute, huh?
I'm sure it didn't mean anything.
Well, I just don't like him working on LB.
Working on him? Jeff, LB's only 6 years old.
Sometimes I wish we just never got into this mess.
We? You mean me, don't you?
I'm not accusing anyone. I just wish we could clear it up and get it off our backs.
What do you mean, clear it up? The paternity test?
No, no, of course not. It's too risky. Let's just drop it, okay?
Then you must be talking about abortion.
It's crossed my mind. Fallon, we have years ahead of us. We could have half a dozen kids. Instead, this is jeopardizing our lives, our happiness. And for what?
For what? How could you? You of all people. When I was pregnant with LB, and I almost talked myself into having an abortion, you practically tied me to the bed to prevent it.
That was my child, conceived in love, not rape.
I was wrong then, and you're wrong now. So much for all your talk about accepting this baby. You'd rather be rid of it, even if it's ours.
No, no, of course not. Not if it's ours.
Well, you can't have it both ways. You'd better make up your mind.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't want to hurt your baby. I wouldn't do that for anything in the world.
I was hoping you didn't mean it.
No, it's just that I'm afraid this thing is going to destroy us, and I don't know how to stop it, and I don't know how to stop Miles.
Miles can't hurt us. But if you don't get a hold of yourself, you can.
Arthur, are you telling me that he has certain rights over this child if he believes he is the father? Well, then find out exactly what they are, and I'll be in to see you later. Good morning, Channing. Is Miles about?
Gone up to San Jose for the day. Can I help?
No, but thank you. I had some news for him, that's all. Something would have cheered him up.
I hadn't noticed that he was cheered down.
Then you are not very observant. He's been very depressed ever since he found out you weren't entirely honest with him.
About my not being able to have children? Oh, he's all over that. Matter of fact, he was in such good spirits this morning, he even talked about adopting a baby.
Adopting? Aren't you being a bit hasty?
I thought you wanted us to have children.
Well, yes, but I was meaning your own. Of course, I've got nothing against adoption under certain circumstances. In any case, my dear, not to worry. That was then and this is now.
Thank you, Mike. What's the matter, sweetheart? Sable again?
No, it's Jeff and Fallon.
They're expecting a new baby. They should be pretty happy.
They should be.
Well,
I'm sorry, I can't discuss it.
it's my son, too. What can't you tell me?
I just can't. I was told in confidence. Please don't press me. This is something I have to worry about myself.
Oh, nothing ages a woman like worry, Frankie. Just relax and enjoy life. It's a lovely morning. The future is full of promises and surprises. Oh, Jason, how can I get in touch with Miles in San Jose? I really have got to talk to him.
I'm afraid he'll be on the move pretty much all day.
Oh, well, maybe I can get his secretary to track him down for me. Oh, by the way, congratulations on the Emos dinner, Frankie. I hear it was a huge success. Well, so much to do. Can't just stand around and chat.
What was that all about?
Beats me. At least she's happy.
When she's that happy, it usually means trouble.
Emma, what is going on? You must not see my brother anymore. I was wrong to encourage you.
What are you talking about? The tour starts in a couple of days. I'm going to show Kolya our country.
No. You must not come with us.
Anna, I'm coming along. It's my job.
Then you must stay away from Kolya. It is very dangerous for him. If Sasha reports him...
Reports him? For what?
For fraternizing. They will send him back to Russia, and he will not be allowed to leave ever again or to dance again.
That's insane. He's a star, an international star. They can't do that to him.
Yes, they can. You don't know them, and you don't know Kolya. If he is not allowed to dance again, he will do something terrible. Make you. Please, I beg you. If you care for him at all, you will not see him anymore, ever.
Plain English, please, Arthur. What legal rights does Miles have over this baby?
That depends on when the baby was conceived.
Well, according to Dr. Waverley's records, it must have happened when Fallon was still married to Miles. At least, that's how the timing worked out.
Has Fallon ever admitted Miles could be the father?
She won't dare deny it. She can't. I've seen the records. Imagine trying to cheat my son of his child, probably his only child, let alone trying to cheat me out of my first grandchild. Well, they won't get away with it. How do we proceed?
That's up to Miles. Of course, we should go to court and demand paternity tests immediately.
We can't. Fallon's been advised not to have the test on medical grounds.
Well, then we just wait till after the baby's born.
Wait. My God, Arthur, this could be his child. Probably is. Are you saying he has no rights till then? No say in prenatal care or choice of doctors or hospitals? Or a voice in the mother's activities? Nothing?
Not unless he's willing to go to court and demand his rights.
He can do that.
And win, in my opinion. By my reading of the law, if this child was conceived while Miles was still married to Fallon, then he's the presumptive father, test or no test.
What are our chances?
I'll put them all on the stand. The doctor, Fallon, Miles. By the time I get through, he'll have every right Jeff has. All the rights, in fact, of any prospective father.
Oh, isn't the law marvelous when you know how to use it?
Tell Dr. Waverley I have to speak to her about the possibility of taking that test. Never mind. I'll call back.
There's nothing wrong with the baby, I hope.
No, just making sure. Can't be too careful. But everything's coming along just fine. Thank you.
So I see you're beginning to show already. It's a bit unusual this early, isn't it?
I guess I haven't been watching my diet.
Or maybe you're further along than you thought. You know, even with the twins, I wasn't as obvious as you are.
I hate to disagree with an expert. Being obvious is your field, isn't it? But in this case, you're wrong. I'm exactly where I should be.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. There's enough tension in this house without me adding to it.
At least we agree on something.
But I get a distinct impression there's something, well, a bit strange about this baby. Well?
If you're expecting an answer, it's going to be a long wait.
But maybe not quite as long as you think.
Excuse me, I have some things to do.
Such as?
I'll think of something.
Won't you tell me what you're hiding?
Get out of my way, Sable.
Oh, my, I really have hit a nerve.
That Powers again?
He was moving in on Amnesia. You stopped him by buying up a controlling interest. I'm afraid this time he may be harder to stop.
What's he into now?
Our major German partner in EMOS.
West German Aerodynamics?
He's already made a bid for controlling interest.
Where the hell is he getting his information? Those deals aren't even set yet. We run a tight ship, but we have got a leak.
Well, leak or no leak, the sooner we can pin this oil spill on Zach, the sooner we have him off our backs. I have a call to Athens to make.
We've only got one new compartment around here. It is obviously not leak-proof.
Cash Cassidy? You don't think we can trust him?
Better get in touch with security. Have Jessup keep an eye on him. And not a word about this to Monica.
Why?
Just rather keep her out of it, okay?
Okay.
I look forward to seeing your report when he gets here. Thank you so much for your help, sir. Goodbye.
Sir?
The Deputy Minister of Justice in Athens. What's on your mind?
I'm setting up the meeting with the Soviets in Brussels. Can we clear a date?
Oh, sure. Why don't we shoot for the 22nd?
That's good. I'll confirm it with Jason.
And we'll just remind Washington that we want this kept very quiet. My father doesn't exactly want the world to know that he's agreed to explain Emos to Moscow.
I'll take care of it. There is something else. Something I wanted to tell you at lunch the other day. We were interrupted. I didn't get to finish.
If it's personal, it's finished as far as I'm concerned, Cash.
The moment I saw you, I knew I was still in love with you. The years have only made it stronger.
I really don't want to hear this, Cash.
Why? Because you're afraid? Because you still feel the same way?
What I feel is not important. Our relationship is based on facts now, not emotions. Fact is, you have a wife and a son. They're on their way out here right now just to be with you. That's where your feelings belong, not with me. Just back off.
You're not being honest.
I won't even dignify that with an answer.
Why? Because you know it's true?
Please go, Cash. This meeting's over.
Nikolai? She didn't show up then, huh? It's typical. Wouldn't you say so?
I don't know who you're talking about.
She's a sweet girl. Worth a few hours, perhaps an evening, but not worth your life. You're dancing.
your entire career.
Hey, Mom. It's late. What are you doing up?
I've been waiting up for you. I need to talk to you.
No, I'm beat. Can it wait?
No, it's important.
To whom?
To you. To your future.
All right. Solve the mystery.
First, there's something I need to know. And you've got to be completely honest with me.
Well, I'll try. It might be tough, but I'll try.
Just before you filed for annulment, something happened between you and Fallon.
A lot of things happened between Fallon and me. A lot of things didn't.
One particular night. The night before she flew to Denver in a rage. What happened?
I don't think, it's any of your business, Mom.
I think it is.
Trust me on this one.
Miles, I won't give you any lectures or judgments. I just want to know, what did you do to that girl?
I made love to her.
Made love?
Yeah, well, I guess love isn't exactly the word. She didn't want to. I insisted. I'm not proud of it, but that's the truth. You satisfied?
Yes, enormously.
Did I miss something here? I just told you I raped my wife.
It's the last piece of the puzzle. It completes the picture.
Yeah, me. Jerk. With a capital J.
Oh, darling. Darling, we're not perfect works of art. We're human. You were overwhelmed by your loss, by your love of her. Out of control. It happens.
I knew what I was doing. I knew it was wrong, okay?
But you don't know the end of the story.
Mom, what are you talking about?
Miles, the baby she's carrying belongs to you. Fallon's baby is yours. Is that all?
Better?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't want to wake you. You were so restless last night. Jeff and Fallon again, huh? Yeah. Look, honey, I've got a proposition for you. We share all the good things. How about sharing some of the bad, too?
I can't, Jason.
I know anyway, I guess. They're still having problems with Miles, right? What's got into Jeff lately? Goes out of his way to pick fights with Miles. More jealousy there than I thought, I guess.
On both sides. I wish there was something we could do. Something I could do.
Well, there isn't. You lying awake all night worrying about it won't help either. Call me later. Lunch, maybe.
Out for your morning constitutional.
Doctor's orders. Plenty of exercise.
Ah, yes, the baby. We want to take good care of that baby, don't we?
I'm doing my best.
You really hate me that much?
Hate you? What are you talking about?
You've never forgiven me, have you? I know what I did was wrong. But what you're doing is... it's vicious, Fallon. Hiding this from me? How could you?
Miles, you're not making any sense.
You can drop the act, Fallon. You know damn well what I'm talking about. This baby you're carrying, it's mine.
Yours? That's crazy.
Is it? Isn't that why you and Jeff have been so uptight lately? Because you both know that baby is mine, not his.
You'll never prove that.
Then it is true.
No, I didn't mean that. I meant you'll never prove it. Because this is Jeff's baby. I know it's Jeff's. And nobody else's opinion counts. Nobody's. Do you understand?
We'll just have to see about that then. Yes, we will.
Henderson, where's my husband?
Well, I believe, madam, he's already left for Colby Towers.
Please have my car brought around in half an hour.
Have a good run?
Call for you, Miss Colby. Mr. Rostov.
Thank you, Anderson. Hello?
Bliss? Where were you last night?
I changed my mind.
Changed your mind? Why? What happened?
Nothing. I'm sorry, Coley. I tried to call. I've decided I'm not going to see you anymore outside of work.
Why, Bliss? Tell me, what have I done? Tell me so I can make it right.
Oh, Coley, you haven't done anything. I just can't see you anymore.
Miles, what the hell's going on?
None of your business, Jenny.
Oh, I happen to disagree. First you play hard to get this morning, then Fallon comes back upset, and now you storm in and out of here like thunder. What happened? Did you make a pass and she turned you down?
You two have a lot in common, you know that?
Oh, what's that supposed to mean?
Lies. Secrets and lies. We already know yours. You want to know Fallon's? She's carrying my child.
God, no. Are you sure?
She denied it, but it's true.
What are you going to do?
Well, first off, I'm going to find that lying brother of mine. I'll worry about the rest later.
The rest. I suppose that includes me.
This has nothing to do with you, Janet.
As usual. Miles, I thought you and I were, well, okay again.
Look, this is strictly between me and Fallon. And Jeff. But I'll tell you one thing. There's not going to be any doubt about whose baby this is much longer. I'm going to tell the world.
I have to talk to you.
Come minute. Wait, I'm in an awful hurry.
I don't care. There's something you ought to know, and now.
Okay.
The baby that Fallon is carrying belongs to Miles.
What?
Miles is the father.
How could you know that?
The truth has a way of surfacing.
Sable, are you absolutely sure of this?
According to Dr. Waverley's records, Fallon was still married to Miles when she conceived.
Dr. Waverley's records? What did you do to...
Jason, don't interrogate me. I know.
This is terrible, those poor kids.
Well, I hope you're not including Miles in that.
Miles, my God, he's already on the edge. If this is true... Sable, this has to be handled very carefully.
He already knows, if that's what you mean.
Already knows? How could he? You really don't know how to stop yourself, do you? Destruction, it's a way of life for you.
Well, that's something I learned from my husband.
Where's Miles?
He's on the way to the office. I believe... I believe he wanted a word with Jeff.
Miles! Miles! Yeah, I need you on this right away, Jeff. Yeah. Our tankers are stacked up in the harbor. They can't offload the inbound oil. You've got to find more storage space until we can start pumping through that pipeline.
Got it. I'll have my assistant in San Miguel this afternoon.
No, that's too complicated. You've got to get up there yourself.
Jason, I've got a meeting scheduled. It's...
Top priority, Jeff. Chopper's already on its way. You'll be on the roof in 15 minutes.
Bravo. But then you're always good at thinking on your feet. But what's the point?
I'm trying to keep them apart till I can talk to Miles.
You playing God again? A wise, fatherly chat and all will be well. That's doubtful.
I really don't think you'd know about that. You're always so busy meddling in things. You try to manipulate everybody in this family for your own selfish reasons.
Oh, you can talk to me of selfish reasons?
I think this time you went too far. You may have started something that'll blow up right in your face.
Jeff, how could you? I thought we agreed.
How could I what? What are you doing here? What's wrong?
You promised not to tell Miles. He knows about the baby.
He knows? But I didn't tell him.
Well, someone did.
Well, apart from us, only my mother knows, and she wouldn't tell.
Oh, God. Sable. She was asking me all kinds of questions about the baby.
Well, Sable found out somehow, and if Sable knows, Miles knows. You can count on that.
God, Miles. What will he do?
No, the question is, what can he do? We have to find out where we stand.
This is our baby, Jeff. He can't take it away from us. He can't.
Nobody is going to take our baby. I won't let them. Hello.
The helicopter's waiting on the roof, Mr. Colby.
Thanks.
You're going away.
Just for the day. There's a crisis in San Miguel.
But I need you here. I can't face Miles alone. Not again.
You won't have to. Come on.
seen Jeff.
Why? What do you want him for?
My brother and I have to have a little talk.
He's not here. I sent him out of town. It seemed like a good idea under the circumstances.
The baby. You know about it.
Miles, your mother is way ahead of herself on this. Nobody knows yet. Not for sure.
Jeff knows it for sure. That's why he's been hiding it from me. Now, if that's my kid, I have a right to know, wouldn't you say?
Sure you do. You will. Just don't go off half-cocked before you get your facts straight.
I have my facts. You're just protecting your favorite son again, Dad.
Right now, I'm trying to protect you.
I can look after myself. You're just disappointed. Because you're gonna have to rewrite that trust fund you made up for their kid. Make a few corrections, like name a father. Now, where is he?
He is out of town.
Where?
I won't tell you. Not till you cool off.
Fine. But you can't hide him forever. When he does get back, I'll be waiting.
Sharon, see if you can get me Jeff in San Miguel.
Yeah, this is Miles Colby here. You get the chopper pilot to pick me up Colby Tower in an hour? In use. On my brother. Of course. Tell me, what time's he scheduled to return? 6? Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Monica, I've got to talk to you.
There's nothing more to say, Cash.
You're going to listen to me whether you like it or not. I blew my career because you walked out on me. Because it wasn't worth having without you. Monica, Adrian and I called things off a long time ago. It's a marriage in name only.
In name only. That's still a marriage, isn't it? Unless they changed the law when I wasn't looking.
We're married legally, but that's all there is, all there ever will be.
What about your son? No matter how you feel about Adrian, you still have to think about him.
Damn it, Monica. I still love you. No one can change that. Not Adrian, not my son, not your father. I love you, and I'm not going to hide it.
I remembered you as a gentleman. Obviously, I was wrong. I want you to go.
Try to deny that.
I've never seen Miles so angry. I mean, he left the house this morning fit to kill.
Didn't take it well, but don't worry. Jason can handle Miles. Can you?
He doesn't even know it yet. And he's left. He loves Fallon.
I know my son. He loves you. In your own way.
Not the way that I love him.
It doesn't matter. Channing, Miles will never get Fallon back, even if he is the father of this child.
How can you be so sure?
Because she doesn't love him. Fallon's always been in love with Jeff, and nothing anybody can do can change that. God knows I tried.
I thought I could make him forget her.
She's not your enemy. Jeff is. Jeff's taken everything from Miles. His father, his wife, and now his child. Everything. I'll help you keep Miles.
Why are you doing this for me?
I need an ally. So do you.
I know. It's just, I don't mean to sound...
You don't even have to like me. You just have to love my son.
Now, after all these years, Cash shows up at Colby Enterprises. Working with Daddy on what's probably the most important project of his career. Right next door to my office.
That's history, isn't it? It's all over. Just treat him like you would any other executive around here.
It's not over. He's still in love with me and wants to start the whole thing up again. Now his wife and his little boy are on their way out here to join him.
Well, what do you want out of this money? Huh?
I told him to stay away from me. I didn't mean it. I'm still in love with him, Miles. What am I going to do?
You realize you're not talking to an expert in affairs of the heart. There's one thing I've been learning lately. You gotta go for what you want. Take what's yours, Monica. Take it.
I've been waiting for you, mister.
We've got a little score to settle.
Just hold on, Miles. Let's discuss this like decent human beings.
Now, what would a liar and a cheat know about decency? You were going to keep it a secret, weren't you? Hoping I'd never find out. You were going to steal my child.
Miles, listen to me, please. We don't know.
Don't talk to me. You're worse than he is.
Oh, my God. This is Mrs. Colby. Get security to the heliport immediately. It's an emergency.